How do?
Good evening, my lords, my ladies, gentlemen, and gentlewomen. Anyone else in the hearing of my voice?
I'm going to get away from the hearing of your voice. My goodness. I don't know what that was all about. Anyway, welcome to another episode of Chatter of the Squirrels. You have tuned into the correct media station. So, Alan and I are here to give you the number one gaming podcast that comes out of Mountain Grove, at least to our knowledge. There may be a better one. I haven't heard of one yet because we're it.
We are the only one.
As far as we know. So, we try to bring you all the infotainment we can. I'm going to give you a shout out right at the beginning here. My battery's a little low. I'm not as prepared as I should be. I need a new phone. So if we cut out because we lose battery a little bit later, oops, sorry.
We apologize, guys.
We do apologize. So we may be going a little quicker than normal because we do got a box break.
Yeah, we got a box break to try to get through tonight as well.
So we're gonna talk about Core 21 a little bit, the pre-releases, a brief mention of companions, what's Reblogatog. We're going to have a review of our comments from Core 21, and we'll do a box break at the end for Core 21. So that's what we've got going on. But as in the last 2 weeks, week 3.
This will be week 3.
We're going to start by devoting the first few minutes to those who don't. And this week, that ended up being, I guess, the LGBTQ community and women. Because WotC ended their relationships with Therese Nielsen and Noah Bradley. And Noah Bradley was kind of a shocker out of there. I hadn't heard of that before. So they ended his relationship because he had been a predator.
Yes.
And admitted to it and apologized for it. But they ended their relationship as they're able to do.
Right.
It's a private company. They can choose to do business as who they want. As long as it's within, non-discrimination things.
Right.
Therese Nielsen is a thing that I had heard before.
Right.
We knew about.
They had actually severed ties with Therese Nielsen, I believe. It's been a year or two. I don't believe she's had new artwork in a couple of years at least.
I didn't look that up because you said that right before the cast.
Right,
So I'm not positive about that one.
I remember,
but it's been known for a while.
It's been known for a while.
That she was not, but she had said that she supported it and she was doing better, and then they found out she had made donations to anti-LGBTQ community fund things.
Right.
Anyway, guys, a private company, as long as they're not discriminating based on age, sex, race, and those kinds of things, they can hire and fire whoever they want. And this is one of the ways that we change our culture by doing just what WotC is doing. This is how we change the culture of it's okay because this artist I like is the same way. So it's okay that I don't like him either because, hey.
No, I mean...
no, that's not okay.
That's not
but that's a justification that we can use.
Right.
Right?
Now, I mean, also, I do want to, tell everybody, you do have to try to separate the art from the artist at time because nobody's telling you to go burn all your Noah Bradley cards that are in your collection.
I got Force of Wills from Therese Nielsen.
Right. Now, I mean...
I'm not getting rid of those. I still like Michael Jackson music.
Right.
Digging up some past there. But,
you do have to separate... If you want to appreciate any art in the world, you have to be able to separate the art from the artist or never learn about the artist that you enjoy. Many great authors out there, if you ever read into it, are not great people, don't have great beliefs. Authors particularly. I know it's a bad trend, but you can't look into those kind of things. But a company like WotC, if we expect them to be a ethical company and make the right decisions, I'm glad to see them do exactly what we always say people should do in voting with their dollars. That's what they're doing. They are no longer giving money and commissioning art through these people that have committed acts they don't agree with. They're no longer funding those kind of things, essentially.
Vote with your votes, too, when you go to the polls.
Do not forget to vote this November.
If the party or the person isn't representing you the way you want to be represented, vote for someone who does. Hopefully you have that opportunity to vote for somebody who more closely resembles what you want. So, vote with your dollars, vote with your votes. Go to the polls. Right. Be an educated electorate. know who you're voting for. Don't just go, well, I'm a Republican, so I always vote Republican. Well, my daddy was a Democrat, and our whole family votes Democrat. Those are both wrong ways to vote.
Yes, very much so.
Vote for the people that you think are going to do the best job and represent your beliefs and your systems in the system. Another thing I wanted to mention really quick along with this is that, and I don't know a lot about it because I don't play Arena and all that, but a lot of the folks who were going to participate in the early release for Core 21, it happened to come on an organized Twitch blackout, and so that wasn't going to be happening. And again, I don't know a lot of the details on that, but a lot of them were having a blackout on Twitch because Twitch apparently has some not great practices when it comes to, and again, I don't use Twitch a lot.
Right.
Doesn't have great practices, and so they were doing a Twitch blackout today.
I believe so, yeah.
I think it was today.
I didn't.
Yeah. So, again, I read something about it, and again, that's fine. That's a great way to stand up for your beliefs. Try to bend the will of those companies, which it's working with WotC. They got rid of Teresa Nielsen and Noah Bradley. So if Twitch is not doing the community for the community what the community wants, a great way to bend their will is to take away from their paycheck.
That is exactly how it's supposed to work.
That's how it works. So anyway, this is our opener. I don't know, it may be this way for a long time where we try to discuss something that we found in the news. It pops up in my feed. There's a lot going on.
There's a lot going on in the world.
So anyway, we're going to move along from that, I think. That got it covered pretty much. There is no FNM this week because it is Core Set 2021.
Yep.
Pre-releases tomorrow at 6 o'clock and at 10 o'clock. I still have slots in both. $30 entry, get you 3 rounds. I do 1 pack for everybody just entering, and then you win a pack for each
round.
Each round that you win, each match that you win, not a game win, but a match win, gets you a pack. So you can end up with 4 packs, you know, at the end of it. So
and if you win the whole thing, something
you can end up with 4 packs, and you might get a door prize.
A door prize of some kind.
I am working on getting towards doing play mats and stuff again, T-shirts and so forth. So for the winners. So maybe by the time we get to Zendikar, I'll have a new play mat.
That'd be sweet.
If there's a certain couple people watching, maybe we push them. I'm not going to call out names, but I've got some locals working on some artwork that should be really sweet for a play mat.
That would be awesome.
Okay. So again, and so Saturday is a 2-headed giant pre-release. So there's not a different event on Saturday.
Right.
It is the 2-headed giant pre-release. I just wanted to throw out real quick that companions came and kind of went with the wind once they got nerfed.
Yeah.
I don't know. I read a couple of articles that said that basically they were getting played like this, and then when they got nerfed, it just went like this.
Trended back the other way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So apparently too strong or not good at all.
Right.
I don't know that there's a middle ground. So I just thought I'd throw that out there. We talked about them so much.
Yeah, they've definitely changed Magic, but they're already going to be a thing of the past. They will fade away in our memory.
So a couple of quick advertisements. We're going to talk about Reblogatog, which used to be a part of this cast, which we split off and made a separate YouTube video. Now, either folks didn't care for it, or you didn't know that's where it is. It has been for 4 months.
Yep.
Because nobody's watching it. So either we need to quit spending the time to make it, or we need people to watch it. So check out Grove Gamers Guild YouTube channel. We post these on there. The Reblogatogs are on there.
Yep, there's a playlist of Reblogatogs.
Watch it. Let me know what you think. It's just where we take Mark Rosewater's blog from Tumblr and regurgitate the more important things that I deem more important, that we deem
more important and
more interesting, and we discuss them. Usually 30 minutes to an hour.
Yep.
And we've been doing that every week. So if you like that kind of stuff,
it's a fantastic segment. I really enjoy doing it, so I'd hope you guys would go check it out.
The other thing I want to talk about is that even here in Missouri, where we're fully opened, a lot of folks are having to wear face masks.
Yes.
And we may have to go back to them here. That's a possibility. But for those that do, my wife, who's a massage therapist and dabbles with all kinds of things. Chainmail, making leather dice bags. She loves essential oils and whatnot, being a massage therapist. She's been making some stuff that, instead of smelling your own sweat all day, for $5, this little bottle of stuff right here will keep you from smelling your own sweat all day.
I've actually used it with a mask, and it is much better.
So she does have a limited supply. If we can get people interested, she'll make a lot more. But we do have them. She calls this an energy blend. It's got the carrier oil is a grapeseed oil, and then it's got peppermint, orange, grapefruit, and lavender. So it's got a very nice scent to it. And instead of smelling your sweat, you can smell that. All right. So we do have those here in the store. We're going to get to our common review because that's what we're left with because it's time, right?
It is.
We're going to be doing the pre-release. So, you want to start or you want me to?
Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and jump in here.
We're going to start with the white commons.
We'll
do in where, we can really focus
there
on
you go. We got Anointed Chorister?
Chorister.
To begin with. It's a common, obviously. 1 white for a 1/1 with lifelink. But for 4 generic and a white, you can give it +3/+3 until end of turn.
This is what we call a mana sink.
Yeah.
If you got it on turn 1, it's a sweet drop. If your opponent doesn't have anything, you can get in for a couple points, gain a couple life. You can block their 3/1s or 2/1s with it if you need to.
Yep.
And if it comes out later in the game, you can make it bigger and gain more life.
Yep.
So it's really a nice little utility creature.
You always want to be looking for some kind of mana sink like that in most limited decks.
In your decks, having mana sinks is important because in the later turns, you want to have something to do with that mana instead of just casting a 1-drop that doesn't do anything, passing with 5 mana open and going, that's all I got.
That's it.
So look for mana sinks. Next up is Defiant Strike got a reprint.
Yeah.
That is a nice little combat trick for 1 white. It is an instant. Target creature gets +1/+0 till end of turn, and you draw a card. It's a nice little tack on. I mean, when we cycle a card, it normally costs 2 mana. We did get some ones here recently.
With Ikoria.
But for 1 white, you get to draw a card and you get to pump a creature, which is pretty nice.
Yep. Always get some good play in limited. We have Feet of Resistance here.
Another reprint.
Yeah.
Another combat trick.
It's white.
These are important because white doesn't have necessarily great removal in this set. And these are really
I've noticed. It's a white and 1 instant. You get to put a +1/+1 counter on target creature that you control, and it gains protection from the color of your choice until end of turn.
Kill something, save your thing.
Yeah.
It's like a removal spell.
You can swing the board state real quickly with something like that.
Gale Swooper is a white and 3. It's a 3/2 Griffin. And they've been doing this in a lot of sets recently, I've noticed. When Gale Swooper enters the battlefield, target creature gains flying till end of turn. So we get something like that, or when it attacks, it gives it flying. We've had some of those in recent sets. So again, this can be a finisher. Maybe you got a big Colossal Dreadmaw sitting there, 6/6 Trampler, but they've got one too, and all of a sudden he gets flying, and now game over.
I just imagine Colossal Dreadmaw with wings.
Yeah.
That's awesome. All right. We got Legion's Judgment. It is one of the removal spells we have in white at common. It's a white and 2 for a sorcery. And you destroy target creature with power 4 or greater.
It's only going to hit the big things.
Yeah.
You might or might not want to put it in your main deck.
That does feel weak for what we see at common and white sometimes. We see that at either sorcery or either instant, or if it's sorcery for a mana less than that. White and 1, we've seen that kind of thing.
Yeah. Again, guys, we usually go over stuff that trying to make you think. There are other good cards.
Oh, yeah.
There are other things you can play, but we're trying to give you cards that make you think about playing. So if you're a seasoned limited player, you're not going to get that much out of here. But if you're not, if you haven't played that much, I think we do a lot better helping that level. If you're seasoned, you should be watching Limited Resources.
Yeah, listen to Marshall and LSV. They know what they're talking about.
It took me a long time to get this, but Revitalize is actually not bad.
It's not horrible.
It's a white and 1. It's an instant. You gain 3 life and draw a card. So for the price of drawing a card, of cycling, although 1 has to be white, you also gain 3 life.
It's not the worst.
It's not something I would start.
No.
but it might be in the sideboard, or it might, as they say, take your 23rd slot if you were scraping.
Right.
So think of it that way. It does have a rate that's not horrible.
Here's some of our just straight up removal, but it's 5 mana sorcery. It's a white and 4, but you get to exile target non-land permanent. That's period. That's great. Its controller creates a 1/1 white soldier creature token.
It is sorcery speed.
It is sorcery speed.
It can hit a planeswalker. It hit their bomb.
Yeah.
Whatever bomb they get, it can hit it.
And it's an exile. In limited, that doesn't come in as much, but exile is always...
Does give them a little dude back, but still.
Usually it's a trade you're willing to make.
I think our best removal for white is Swift Response.
Oh, yeah.
A white and 1 instant, destroy target tapped creature.
Yep.
Now, short of your vigilance creatures, which you're going to need to get, there's a little guy that taps them. We didn't go over him, but he's good too. This, as soon as they attack with it, you can kill it.
Yep.
Or if they tap it for an activated ability, you can kill with this.
We usually have a card like this. This same card's been made multiple names, I believe.
No.
No? Destroy
No.
target tapped creature for...
Not at instant speed for 2 mana.
Okay.
No, in the past, I believe 3 mana
3 mana?
sorcery. Or maybe there might have been a 2 mana sorcery. I didn't look that one up. But no, this is our best rate ever on that exact thing.
Wow. All right. We also have a Valorous Steed in a creature slot here. Solid creature in white. It's a white and 4 for a 3/3 unicorn. And it has vigilance. And when it enters the battle, a 2/2 night creature token with vigilance. So 5 power across 2 bodies.
5
both
toughness,
vigilance,
2 bodies, both vigilant.
5 mana.
That's a solid common
that's
that,
solid,
that you'd want to play, all right? And I'm just going to mention real quick, I think every color gets at least 1 wall.
Oh, yeah.
And they're all pretty decent. So take a look at those if you get a defender wall, because some of them are pretty decent. We're not going to hit them, but
Right.
take a look at them. They might make your 23rd or 22nd slot. In blue, we get a reprint of Capture Sphere,
Right.
which we've had
We get
in standard for a while, I think.
I don't know if we've had Capture Sphere.
No?
We've had some similar stuff, like 2 blue and 1, same thing, but no flash. And I'm
Capture Sphere wasn't very long ago, I don't think.
Okay.
But
It
a
may
blue and
have.
3, it's an enchantment aura, flash, enchanted creature. When it enters the battlefield, tap enchanted creature, and it doesn't untap during its controller's untap step.
Right.
So that is blue removal. That's what that
blue
is.
Blue removal.
That's about as good as it's going to get for blue removal.
Frantic Inventory. I like this card.
Really? I'm going to let him talk for a minute.
A blue and 1. It's not the best card, but I don't know. A blue and 1, draw a card, then draw cards equal to the number of cards named Frantic Inventory in your graveyard. It is not great and limited unless you can.
A trap card.
It is a trap card.
This is a trap card. If you just want to put a card in there, if you're really hurting for a 23rd card, you could put this in
Yeah,
because
it's 2 mana, draw a card.
you're cycling it for a blue and 1
Yep.
to replace it with something else.
In limited, it's not the best card, but it seems fun in other ways. Although, I did have a draft deck with 5 Goblin Gatherings once, so
Yeah. Frost Breath is a blue and 2. It also is an instant. Tap up to 2 target creatures. Those creatures don't untap during their controller's next untap step. This is another reprint that we've had before. And this is another sort of blue removal. It's a tempo play.
Right.
So your best bet to do this is to wait until your opponent says, I'm ready to go to combat, and then tap his 2 biggest things.
Yes.
That way you can take them out for 2 combats.
Yep.
So that is your best play on that.
We also got a Keen Glide Master, blue and 1 for a 2/1 human soldier, and pay a blue and 2. Target creature gains flying till end of turn.
That Colossal Dreadmaw, he's coming over.
He's coming.
He's coming to say hi.
An ability, once we talked about mana sinks earlier, and a mana sink that you can give other creatures flying, that finishes games.
Late turn, when you got 6 mana doing nothing, 2 guys go over?
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Yeah, that's how you finish games.
Mistral Singer is a blue and 2. It's a siren. Flying 2/2 with prowess. So if you're playing a spell-heavy deck in a blue-red, blue-white blend of some kind, this is not a bad creature for you to be playing.
2/2 prowess flyer for 3 seems good.
Yep. Rookie Mistake.
Rookie Mistake. Until end of turn, target creature gets +0/+2, and another target creature gets -2 -0.
It's a combat trick.
It's a combat
We talked about
trick.
them in white. This is a blue combat trick. It's something you might overlook. I'm not saying that you drafted high up or anything, but we're talking about sealed pools for the
Right.
pre-release. This might be the kind of combat trick that pulls you out of it.
Yeah, it lets you live another turn. It doesn't help you kill a creature.
I'm sure there's
but
lots of other opinions, but
it doesn't help you kill a creature. Is one of the, but it helps you.
it might help you live through what your
one more-
opponent thought was a lethal attack.
Yes.
Rousing Reed is a blue and 2. It also is an enchantment aura. You enchant a creature. When it enters the battlefield, draw two cards, then discard a card. And enchanted creature gets +1/+1 and has flying. So again, evasion is key, and blue has lots of ways to give stuff flying. Pumps your guy for 1, and will net you a card. Let you, again, in later turns, don't just play all your lands. If you know your curve tops at like 6, why do you need 8 lands? Until you have some on hold the lands, especially if you've got this kind of card, so that you have something to
throw
discard.
away. Yeah.
And then you'll draw 2 cards and throw away the land that you didn't need.
Yep.
And it'll be like drawing 2 cards because that land was useless, right? So think of it in that way. That's, we're trying to make you think in new ways here.
Right. As we've been talking about finishers, here's another one. It's a spined Megalodon.
Yeah.
This is the top of your curve.
We've been getting these for a while, too.
Yeah, very similar creatures.
5/7s, yeah.
Yeah, it's a 5/7 for 2 blue and 5 with hexproof. So once it hits, it's probably there. And whenever spined Megalodon attacks, scry 1. So there's even value tacked onto your late game.
And Colossal Dreadmaw just sits there and blocks him, but they keep scrying, so until somebody gets a trick.
Yep.
And then Vidalian Arcanist is a blue and 1. It's a 1/3 Merfolk Wizard, and you tap to add a colorless. Spend this mana only to cast an instant or sorcery spell. This is odd in blue. Blue usually only can produce colorless. It's usually for artifacts or activations. Right. I'm not sure if this is the first time that they got mana for instants and sorceries.
We had a Merfolk very similar to this back out of an Ixalan block, I want to say. I think you may have... I believe there was some other condition, but it was only for instants and sorceries, but I don't remember. I believe it's happened.
I like it because it's a 2-drop and it's a 1/3. It's going to block a lot of the early game for you, and then hopefully do some work for you to cast some of these other instants and so forth. So that's why I like it. We move to black.
Yeah, we got Alchemist Gift. It's a 1 black instant, and target creature gets +1/+1 and gains your choice of Death Touch or Lifelink until end of turn. Choices are awesome.
Choices are awesome. This is a removal spell most of the time.
Most of the time.
You don't want to gain an extra, you don't want to gain some life most of the time. 99% of the time. You want to kill something.
Yep.
That's normally what you're going to do with it. Deathbloom Thallid is a nice reprint.
Oh, yeah, from Dominaria.
And kind of like the Unicorn a while ago, this is going to drop 2 bodies for you. For a black and 2, you get a 3/2.
Not a horrible rate there.
And when it dies, it's going to leave behind a 1/1 green Saproling creature token. So 3 mana gets you a 3 power, 2 toughness.
Yeah.
And then when it dies, it drops a body back. So again, that's a 2-for-1 in your favor.
We've got some removal spells here.
Oh, yeah.
It's black, so you got Finishing Blow at instant for 4 generic and a black. Destroy target creature or planeswalker. Nice cut and dry simple right there.
Yeah, it's we like that at 4 mana, but 5 is fine, and they tacked on planeswalker to it.
Right, and that art, I just now noticed that art. That's really kind of cool.
It's pretty sick, isn't it?
Yeah, I hadn't noticed that yet.
Gloomsower is 2 black and 5 for an 8/6 horror.
Yeah, I already like it.
And when he becomes blocked by a creature, that creature's controller loses 2 life, and you gain 2 life.
Ooh. Kind of like it's got a flick too.
Yeah, so this is what I call suit. They're probably going to block him, but
2 is better than 8.
But they're going to take some pain anyway.
Right. Like I said, much like Afflict when we had that back in Amonkhet. Oh, you block it, you're still taking something.
Yep.
More removal here. I like this spell, Grasp of Darkness. I don't know if this is probably a reprint or...
Yep.
2 black for an instant. Target creature gets -4/-4 until end of turn.
It's really good, but it's double black, so hard to splash. So be careful there if you're in 3 colors or something.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's maybe the best removal in here.
We don't have a lot of indestructible I've seen in this set, but we do have some indestructible, and that's -4/-4 is going to kill a lot of stuff.
I liked Skeleton Archer.
Oh, yeah.
It's a black and 3. It's a 3/3, and when it enters the battlefield, it deals 1 damage to any target. So a lot of times black will get a creature that says when it enters the battlefield to destroy a creature that was damaged this turn.
Yes.
This is kind of a play on that a little bit. Costs 4 for a 3/3, so it's not the best rate, but it's not horrible.
Yeah.
But doing that 1 damage to any target, it might be that's all you need to finish your opponent off. Or it might be that, you know, if you're blue-black and you're trying to kill that Colossal Dreadmaw and you had that Spined Megalodon going,
oh, yeah,
that you can finish it off with 1 more point. So there's lots of uses for this guy. Takes out a 1 toughness block.
Okay, we got Village Rights, too.
This card is so good.
This card blows my mind. It's bonkers, and it's a 1-mana common. That's how I know that power creep is real. 1 mana instant. It has every word correct on this card, by the way. 1 mana instant. As an additional cost to cast this spell, sacrifice a creature. Draw 2 cards. Yes. All day, every day.
Guys, instants can be played anytime the stack is empty and you have priority. Mm-hmm. So as long as it's not in your opponent's main phase and they haven't dropped a land or done anything, you can play this. So you can play this in response to one of your creatures dying.
Yeah.
Oh, you're going to kill my creature? I'll draw 2.
Yeah.
I'll just sacrifice it, you know. So hold that mana up, hold that card up. Don't just blow up one of your guys because you want to draw 2 cards unless you need to.
Right.
Save this for when they're killing it or you're blocking something that it's just chumping anyway.
I know this is going to sound ridiculous, and especially if I go back and look at old cards and how things were rarity, but, like, is that the most powerful 1 mana common ever? I mean, just like... God, 2 cards for 1 mana? That's as close we're going to get to Ancestral Recall.
I don't know. If you're talking about black, Fatal Push is pretty powerful.
That's uncommon.
Oh, it is uncommon, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, just...
What about Lightning Bolt?
Okay, you win. Lightning Bolt.
It's really good. It's really good. So we'll move along to red, guys. Crash Through gets a reprint. We need to go to a new page.
Yeah, Crash Through is a red mana.
It's 1 red. You're going to draw a card with it. It's sorcery.
It's a cantrip, yep.
And creatures you control gain trample till end of turn.
It's good
It's
stuff.
a finisher.
Mm-hmm.
It cycles into another card. Yep. Even if you can't use it early game, you can cycle it away to maybe hit a land drop.
And guys, what's really important about this, because I played this deck in Pioneer sometimes, they have brought back a keyword, prowess. This is the kind of card you want in a prowess deck. If you got a lot of prowess creatures,
yes,
everything's getting trampled. It all got bigger. You drew another card. Maybe you can cast it too. You know, it's perfect for that.
Some people may not agree, but I think Goblin Arsonist is all right. 1 red for 1/1, and when he dies, you may have it deal 1 damage to any target. That's going to be good, just like the little Skeleton Archer guy.
Yeah.
And plus, if you happen to draft that, was it a rare that triples damage?
Yeah.
He's going to be a Bolt Boy.
Fiery Emancipation.
We call him Bolt Boy then.
Bolt Boy.
Yeah. We got another Goblin card here that we thought was pretty cool.
Oh, Goblin Wizardry, by the way. Love the artwork. But it's a red and 3 for an instant, and you create 2 1/1 red Goblin Wizard creature tokens with prowess.
That's the important part.
With prowess.
It is 4 mana for 2 1/1s, and usually red gets a better rate, but they are with prowess.
Yeah.
And that's pretty major, and I think that could be a really big thing in this format.
That really puts that over the top.
I think it does.
Yeah.
We'll have to see, but I think that's really good for this. Moving along, we've got Hobble Fiend. It's a red and 1. It's a 2/1 with trample. That's funny.
Yeah.
But for 1 mana, you can sacrifice another creature to put a +1/+1 counter on Hobble Fiend. I like him because he comes out early. If he can live through it, you just sit there, and as your other creatures die in combat, as long as it's a chump block or something of that nature, just sacrifice it, just like we said with the Village Rights, and put a counter on this guy.
Yeah.
I like him.
And he's about the most adorable little devil I've ever seen.
And he's a devil, and I have a soft place for devils, actually. We actually have a devil legendary creature in Jumpstart.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm thinking about building me a devil deck. We'll see.
Then we got Scorching Dragonfire, a reprint that we've been getting a lot lately. 1 red and 1 instant. Scorching Dragonfire deals 3 damage to target creature or planeswalker. If that creature or planeswalker would die this turn, exile it instead.
Quite possibly the best removal in the whole set.
Yeah, probably.
Don't overlook this card.
It's really
It doesn't
good.
hit somebody's face, but it does everything else you want it to do.
Right. If you want to talk about the face, right after that, there's Shock, though.
Shock, we know Shock.
Yeah. We get to go back to some better art for Shock. I was not a fan of the Aether Revolt art because nobody was getting shocked. So
We get Spellgorger Weird again.
Oh, yeah.
Red and 2, so it's an old gray ogre.
Yep.
But whenever you cast a non-creature spell, put a +1/+1 counter on Spellgorger Weird. So it's prowess without prowess.
It's prowess without being keyworded.
Yeah, but it's a counter. It's not temporary.
Oh yeah, it's a counter.
It's a counter.
That's
this
right.
goes in your prowess deck, but it sticks around and just gets bigger and bigger.
We got Turret Ogre, which is a 4/3 Ogre Warrior for a red and 3. It has Reach, and when it enters the battlefield, if you control another creature with power 4 or greater, Turret Ogre deals 2 damage to each opponent.
Red's
Cool.
been getting some reach. It is second behind green in reach.
I just read the flavor text. Common Gruul career aspirations: Berserker, Shaman, Catapult.
Seems right. We've already mentioned him, but I thought it was worth mentioning that Colossal Dreadmaw is back or still here, or however you want to look at it.
As long as we never lose Colossal Dreadmaw, I'm happy.
There is, I think it might be in this week or it might have been last week.
It was
somebody asking about Colossal Dreadmaw, and
we could just get him printed every set.
and Mark Rosewater said, don't we already do that? Pretty much.
Pretty
so
close.
he is where you want to be in green.
Yeah.
He is 4 for a 6/6 trample. That's where you want to be. That's your top end. If you don't get a rare bomb, he can be your bomb.
That's your bomb.
He can be your game ender right there. So Hunter's Edge is a nice little upgrade here for a green and 3 +1 counter on target creature you control. Then that creature deals damage equal to its. That is one-way fight. I believe they call it bite.
Yes.
And that's good. That
good.
is for green. If you're in green, you want this card.
Yep.
Don't pass this card up if you're in green unless you got a bunch of black removal or something in your deck, because this is your removal for green.
Yep. Always be careful when you're reading these cards, whether it's a fight or a bite. Read close because it makes a large difference. The card plays much differently.
But it drops a counter. It doesn't just give it +1/+1 to the end of turn. So
Life Goes On. That's a reprint out of Amonkhet, I believe. It's 1 green for an instant. You gain 4 life. But if a creature died this turn, you gain 8 life instead.
So it's got a morbid trigger.
Yeah, it's
doesn't say that, but it
does. Life gain's not always what you're going after, but that's 8 life can be a huge swing for 1 mana and can really change the tempo of a game in limited. So
then the next card will spark or has sparked debate. I don't go on Reddit, so I figured they've figured it all out there. But it's called Llanowar Visionary. They took a Llanowar elf and a visionary, and they
stapled them together.
It's a green and 2 for a 2/2, which is combined power and toughness casting cost. Other than they
didn't make it 2 green and 1.
Yeah,
that's the only thing.
They should have. It's fine. When Llanowar Visionary enters the battlefield, draw a card. Tap to add a green.
Yeah.
Now, whether this is still good or not, time will tell. I feel like it's okay.
It's okay, I feel like, as well. I
feel like it's okay. It's a gray ogre with 2 upsides.
I don't think it's
that's got to be good.
I don't think it's a world shaker, but it's okay.
It's still ramp fairly early. It still nets you a card. I think it's fine.
We have an Henri de Lopasaur.
I'm glad that came up on yours.
Yeah. It's a 2/2 dino for a green and 3. It has Death Touch, and whenever it attacks, if you control a creature with power 4 or greater, it gets +2/+2 until end of turn.
And if you're in green, you should have some big.
You should.
If you don't, you maybe shouldn't have been in green.
Yeah, you may be playing it. You may be doing it wrong.
You might be doing it wrong. Let's see. I will skip over that because I'm not doing the walls, but the green wall's pretty decent.
Yeah, it's a reprint of it.
So, Ranger's Guile also is a reprint.
That's a good one.
It is. It's not as good as what we had they had to ban, obviously.
Right.
But for 1 green, it's an instant, and target creature you control gets +1/+1 and gains hexproof. This is your combat trick extraordinaire.
Right.
This is the way that you save your creature from dying.
Yeah, it's 1 green mana makes it really good. I mean, we've
Yeah.
seen... We've had Blossoming Defense that's in this territory as well that may be better. I don't know. That's debatable.
We got Return to Nature. That seems to have taken Naturalize's place. It's strictly better.
Yep.
It does exactly what it did for the exact same cost, except it has an additional... It's a charm, basically.
Yeah.
You can exile target card from your graveyard, or you can destroy an artifact or an enchantment. Yeah.
We got Snare Spinner, a reprint. It's a green and 1 for a 1/3 spider with reach. And whenever it blocks a creature with flying, it gets +2/+0 till end of turn. So it can get a little bit bigger to take out the flyers that are coming at you.
We're going to hit a couple of artifacts, and then we're going to be done with our little common review here. So I like Prismite because it's a color fixer.
Yeah.
If you're splashing and you only want to run 1 or 2 basic lands for your 3rd color, Prismite is a great addition to help you have another way for that 1 or 2 card splash.
Yep.
And then
Sky Scanner.
Both of these are reprints.
Yeah. Sky Scanner, I believe that was out of Dominaria. It's 3 mana for a 1/1 Thopter with flying, and when it enters the battlefield, you draw a card. It's just good little creature. Anybody can play it.
Flying is important.
Flying's important. It draws you a card. Anybody can play it. Grab one up.
Yeah, and guys, we're not busting any packs this week from the promo packs. We'll get back to that next week.
Right.
We're going to be doing a box break.
We are getting ready to open up the box.
We'll be switching over to that in just a minute. Again, we're going to take a look at see how the battery's doing here. But we'll be switching over to do that. Did you...
I was just looking. We're at 40.
Yeah, we're at 40%, so hopefully we can get there, guys.
Yep.
So we will be going pretty quick, all right?
All right. We will move and get this set up, guys.
Yep, so bear with us. We'll have to unplug from what was keeping our battery at that high level, probably. And move over. And get set up right here. All right. If you guys have been with us before, you know how this works. If not, I'll explain it real quick as we're going here. We've got 10 cards with the numbers 0 through 9. We've got 10 people who signed up for the box break. I will go in the order of their names as they signed up to draw numbers for them. So the first to sign up get the most chances to number. Okay, Alan's going to try to plug in, and my charger is not working very well.
I don't know. I didn't feel it buzz at me. So.
Yeah. All right, so Alan, you want to get over here and run the pins and stuff?
Yep,
Be sure and write the numbers down this time.
Yep.
And we'll do the first one. So the first one up is Ivan.
Mm-hmm.
So Ivan is going to be number 6. So every collector number that we open that ends in a 6 will be Ivan's. That's how this is going to work when we get going, all right? Marcus is going to be a 9. Looks like Marcus also gets a 1. He bought 2 slots in a row. Jacob Decker is going to be a 2. Mitch is a 5. I'm going a little fast for the boy here. He's trying to keep up.
You're good.
Pat's got 2 in a row here, so he's going to be the 0. And he's going to be the 3. Zero, the 3. That gets us to Alan, who is 7.
Okay.
Shirley, who is the 4.
Okay.
And of course that leaves an 8 for Vanessa. All right, let me get these lined out here so that we can see all of them. How's that? Give us some room there. All right, guys. Usually I open the first half or the second half, and Alan.
I just made a little spot for
Oh, you already. Where'd you make a spot?
Right there.
Oh, okay. Usually I pull out my pocket knife and do that.
I know. So I was trying to help you. Trying to speed you up.
Trying to help me. I tell you what. All right, so I'm going to do. Oops! I about knocked it off. Sorry, guys. Woo! Anybody get vertigo from that? All right, let's get lined back up. My apologies. I forgot we had the charger on there tonight. Let's get rolling here and see who's got the first card out of the pack. And we are probably going to skip through here, but keep in mind we'll do the commons and everything.
Where's the truffles now?
Yeah. Shacklegeist. No foil. Shacklegeist is Pat's. All right. Next up. Again, I'll do some rolling here. Let's see. Let me get a little better here so that people can see. Fierce Empath was a nice reprint. 9 lives. Ooh, and a foil unsubstantiate.
Wow.
So the 9 lives is going to go to Vanessa. And the unsubstantiate is a 2. That's going to Jacob. So some really nice pulls there. 9 lives seems fun to try to build around, but a little dangerous.
A little scary, yeah.
A little spooky.
Although, in Commander, if you have a way to try to give it to somebody else, it seems like a fun thing to try.
Feline Sovereign, so that's for your cats deck. Ooh, and a Baron Tolarian Archmage. Well, let's see. He's a foil rare there. Look at that. That is a 5. So that's a Mitch. Feline Sovereign is a 0 for Pat. That was a nice pack.
That was a pretty nice pack.
If you're a cat deck lover, that was good. All right, moving along. Peer into the abyss.
Oh, there's one of the pretty islands.
There's a pretty island. That'll go to somebody too, and the Bastard Cat emblem. So that is a 7 going to Alan. He's going to peer into the abyss. It's got some freaky artwork on it there. Face and a face and a face. Or
it is some of the, yeah.
It's a little on the creepy side. Baneslayer. Ooh, and a foil Ranger's Guile. Check that out. That is a 9 for Marcus, and the Baneslayer is a 6.
It's going to Ivan.
That is Ivan's first hit. All right, we're starting to spread them out there. Everybody getting a little something, hopefully. A little something. See some of them cards we talked about earlier. Ooh, that's pretty. That's one of the showcase frames. Haven't been paying attention to those, but those will get divvied up as well.
There's
Temple of Epiphany. That is a 2 for Jacob. Like I said, we're trying to go a little quicker to make sure the battery holds out, folks. So I apologize for that. It's time for the old Darman to get a new phone. And I just been holding off. So that's on me. Basri's Lieutenant, which is going to Marcus. You got them divvied in half there?
I got them divvied in half.
All
so
right.
It's close enough. You may have ended up with an extra pack. But...
Oh, that's all right. I know we got a glare. Sorry, guys.
Dub.
Regular unsubstantiate.
Oh, there's that Idol of Endurance.
Idol of Endurance.
All them crazy words on it.
All them crazy words on it. 3, that's a Pat.
So, our big things, I guess, we're seeing if we can hit, what, an Ugin or a Grim Tutor for somebody?
Oh, yeah, those would be sweet. There's a shiny in this one. Oh, Teferi's Tutelage. That's pretty nice. Karvek the Spiteful.
Oh.
And a Titanic Growth. So the growth is a 0 for Pat and a 6 for Ivan.
There you go. Cool to see a new Karvek card after all them years.
Ooh, look at there.
The Magmutt.
Very pretty. Yes. It's a great name.
I know.
Is it? No, it's a common. Okay.
Yeah.
Volcanic Salvo is a 2
2
going
for
to Jacob. The Salvo.
Yeah.
Only costs 12 mana, maybe.
Yeah. Just does 6 to 2 different things. I mean, dude.
Transmogrify.
Ooh, foil.
And the
out.
Watchdog. Watchdog's a 2 for Jacob. And a 7 on Transmogrify for the Allenmeister.
There we go.
Kitesail Freebooter. We talked about that during Uncommon Week. Runed Halo. Oh, and a Mistral Singer. We talked about that a while ago in that Pretty Forest.
Mm-hmm.
So that 8 is going to Vanessa with the Mistral Singer. And the Runed Halo is a 2 to Jacob.
Jacob's cleaning house, it looks like.
Mr. Decker's doing all right so far. All right.
Somebody's taking home a lot of Colossal Dreadmons.
That's true.
Oh, Garrick.
Oh, baby. Garrick Unleashed. We talked about him back during the Mythics. That is a 3. That is a Pat. Pat. Oh, that is a good Garrick, too. Mm-hmm. It's nice to have him back in mono green. Back at home where he belongs. Won't have him long because we're going to Zendikar this fall, and we'll have Nissa there for sure.
I would sure expect so.
Yeah. Be weird. Vryn Wingmare, that's a shift down. It used to be a rare, wasn't it?
They
yeah.
it.
Conspicuous Snoop for you Goblin fans. Check this out.
Oh,
a foil. That's a nice pack.
Dang.
Oh, for you comic people who remember. That's a 5. That's for Mitch. Mitch has got some of them Hondens. Some of the shrines, sorry. And the Snoop is a 9. Going to Marcus.
Oh, I like that.
I don't know that he has enough love for the Goblins.
I was very sad.
Have to get him to give some love to the Goblins.
Put that in the hands of a red mage. The Hollow Blade.
Another Kerbeck. Well, that's half a play set.
To Ivan.
Ivan's half a play set there.
Other creatures get neg 1, neg 1's not bad. All right. Let's see. Dub. Every time. See it. Oh, there's the Ugin.
There's an Ugin.
That'll be going to Marcus, I assume. I think that's card number 1.
That's card number 1. Marcus finally hits on his number 1. Shirley seems to be the dog in the hunt right now at number 4. Seems to be coming in up in the rear, but maybe in the second half, Alan Buller stuff. That I've seen some jokes about that. Write your own text.
Yeah. I just like they picked a vanilla for one of the. Why?
That's pretty cool, you know. Yeah. Oh, 2 in 1 pack. Check that out. Back in, I forget what sets it was, they did full art for some of the commons.
Right.
Ooh.
Oh, Terror of the Peaks.
Oh, Terror of the Peaks. 4. That's Shirley. Shirley hits. Wow. All right. Thank goodness. We got
hits on a mythic.
Everybody on the board before I get through my half. I like that.
That Terror of the Peaks is it's a good card.
Cultivate. Nice reprint.
There's
Fabled Passage. Woo! Who pulls that in? That is a 6. Ivan.
There you go, Ivan.
Very nice. All right. That is somewhere around the first half. I'm going to hand it off to Alan. Let him continue on.
All right, guys. Let's keep rolling right along here. Looks like we got a good crowd of you still watching. Let's see if I can... we popped an Ugin.
Let's see if you can beat the Ugin and the Garrick that I pulled, huh?
Yeah, let's...
And the Fabled Passage. What you got?
Let's see if we can hit a Grim Tutor, guys. Oh, but we got a Subira to start with here. Subira, I believe this is the wife of Teferi, I believe she is. And she is a 2 going to Jacob.
Oh, Shirley's listening on her way home.
Yep, you see that last comment there too? Warren's moving back. He's back to playing some Magic, and he's going to be moving back from Ohio. We got Witch's Cauldron, not a Witch's Oven, guys. Don't get too worried.
Yeah. Don't get excited.
Spore Web Weaver.
It's a spider.
Spider, and that's an 8. That means it's going to Vanessa.
All right.
All right, let's see. In this pack, Alpine Houndmaster. It's a pretty cool card. There's a Thieves Guild Enforcer. Dad's been all about this card. Big fan of it.
I like it.
It is a good card.
It may not be great, but I like it.
It's a 5, so it's going to Mitch. It is going into the hands of someone who's going to play it.
Sweet. Mitch does like black and blue.
Yeah. And white, the Esper colors, the ones that like to not be
He
nice.
likes Esper, yeah. He likes a lot of colors.
Yeah.
He's like me, been around a long time. Lots
Fairy's
of colors.
Protege. There's a Basri Solidarity.
2 in 1 pack, nice.
There's our Containment Priest, guys.
Reprint on that.
Now introduced into Modern. That's a 3. It's going to Pat.
Yep. Not available in Modern before now.
Yeah. All right, turn to Slag. Like that.
It's a reprint.
There's one of the Sanctums. Niambi. That is Teferi's daughter, I
Fairy's
believe.
daughter, yep, that is correct.
That is a 2 going to Jacob. He has her. That's the wife and the daughter right there.
Wow.
Get-
Maybe he's making a Teferi deck. We haven't pulled a Teferi yet.
I haven't pulled a Teferi. That's the
what,
other.
That's what you should be after. Teferi and Grim Tutor. Let's make this a killer box.
I can take it out of the Teferi Academy. I love that. Oh, we got a temple. We got a temple going to Ivan. That is the Boros Temple, the Temple of Triumph. Ivan's 6 is apparently good for the lands. There's a Temple and Fabled Passage right there. Alright, guys. Run a foul. Twin Blade Assassins. Oh, Heroic Intervention.
Very nice.
And a
reprint.
foil crash
Foil
through.
Yeah.
This is a fantastic reprint to get, guys. It's an 8. That means it's going to Vanessa. That is a great card in Commander. And that's going to Pat, that foil crash through.
Oh, you're killing all my guys? No, you're not.
You're right.
It's pretty sweet.
The price had really creeped up on that thing,
It
too.
hit like a $20 or
Yeah.
something? Oh, it's crazy. It'll go down now. But
Yeah.
it was getting crazy. That's not even foil. I think the regular one hit 20.
Yeah, and it's not that old. What do we got coming in the back here?
I don't know.
I think I see full art or something.
Oh, you see. Showcase, I think.
There's a temple.
Yeah.
That's going to my wife. Oh, it's a Cultivate.
Oh, that may not make it to her.
No, actually, that goes to me. She
Okay.
got the temple.
Oh, okay.
That's
well,
a 7. Which,
well, look
interesting.
the other way.
Interesting enough, guys, Cultivate is a uncommon, but they put it on the sheet with the showcase full arts, and it is classified as a rare there because everything on those sheets is rare.
Yeah.
That actually got spoiled. I think that may have got spoiled before the normal art of it, and people were all like, they made it a rare?
That is gorgeous. I wants me one. Or 6. That's gorgeous.
Village Rights.
Yep.
There's another Volcanic Salvo, guys, and a foil Fetid Imp. The Volcanic Salvo is a 2, going to Jacob, and the Imp is an 8, going to Vanessa. Getting down, we got probably 6-7 packs left, it looks like.
You're got 8 after this one.
Okay.
You're halfway through your half.
Bad deal.
I love the name. Thrashing
Brontodon.
Brontodon. Yep.
Oh, there's a Gadrick, guys. Gadrick makes me happy inside. It is a 6 going to Ivan. That's a cool red dragon. That's a 5/4 dragon for 3 mana, guys. Now, I mean, you got to turn him on, but... Dark Selfless Savior. A Demonic Embrace.
Nice.
That is a 5 going to Mitch.
That's going to see some play.
That is going to see some play. It's a good card for sure. Sure strike. There's See the Truth. This is an interesting card right here. It's going to be going to Marcus with a 9. Ooh, and a foil Tormod's Crypt, guys.
That's pretty.
That is pretty. Also going to Marcus in his 1 slot.
Yeah, well, that was a Marcus pack.
Apparently, it seems so. Is that new art, or did they use that on the last printing of Tormod's Crypt?
I don't know. I'm old. I forget things.
I didn't recognize that. That's why
20,000 plus cards.
Yeah,
I
that's
forget
fair. Pyreling. This thing's good. Tutelage. Speaker of the Heavens. That's a 1 drop. Ooh, and a foil Watcher of the Spheres. Speaker of the Heavens is an 8 going to Vanessa. And Watcher of the Spheres is a 7. Well, guys, we're getting down there towards the end. I'd really like to hit a Teferi or a...
So far, it seems like it's balancing out pretty well.
It is. My
Number
wife, I'd still...
Number 1 looks, I mean, got a Nugan, but
You got to know. Poor guy.
she's got 2 rares there. So.
Yep. Bolt Hound. On hold. There's another Subira. That's going to be going to Jacob.
Jacob is cleaning house.
Yeah.
I do provide insurance on these, so if you don't end up with at least 3 rares or mythics, I give you packs to make the difference.
See you guys. There's a normal Tormod's Crypt. Kraken. Hey, a pack leader.
Now, for you dog lovers, we had the cat lover card early.
That's a 9 going to Marcus. Love the art on for some of these dogs too. They changed them to dogs and kind of changed the way they do art on them, and they look really nice.
It's about time they were dogs.
It really is. Quirion Dryad, that's right.
Downshift.
There's a normal Baron. I saw blue and got excited for a second. It's going to Mitch. Legendary frame and blue and got a little excited.
2 packs. One's got Teferi and one's got Grim Tutor. Is that what we're...
That's what we're hoping for. That's the heck of the last 2 packs. Although, I told you I got the Mana Crypt out of my mystery boosters. It was like the next to last pack.
Yeah.
So, you know what happens.
Yeah.
You start giving up and then all of a sudden you open the big one. Liliana Standard Bearer in the special art.
Very nice.
That is a 9 for Marcus.
All right, so this has to have one of them in foil and the other one normal.
No pressure, guys. No pressure.
No pressure, Alan.
It's the promo packs I have the good luck with, remember?
Okay.
Palladium Mirror. There's a normal Cultivate. Old Town. Oh, there's a Rada.
Another Radha.
Oh, and a foil Pretty Forest. The Rada goes to my dear wife, and 4.
Darman
and the
Lights.
Forest is going to Jay. Slot of number 2. Wait, no, I'm lying. That's a 3 for Pat. I apologize, guys.
I'll double check all of them before they get...
Dad's right. I need some glasses.
Hey, guys, looks like the battery held up. We've managed to make it through. We appreciate you guys watching.
We're at 24% still, too.
Woohoo! Appreciate you guys watching. If you're not planning to come out for pre-release, you better.
I
still have a few slots at all of them, but make sure you get here because you don't want to be too late.
Yep. Here at Grove Gamers Guild.
Where everybody knows your game.